How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Reagan Harrell. I represented the Sun Conference. That is Carly Fisher. She represented the Great Plains Athletic Conference, the World Series, a little All-American action, a little bit more than I did. It was a Sun Conference punter right in the middle of the pack there. Carly, we're about to talk about some teams that have nothing to do with the middle of the pack. First off, good week, good work week. Everything good. Got about to kick off the maybe a little early weekend for folks. Perhaps maybe this is your Friday on Thursday before we get into Good Friday. Happy early Easter weekend, ladies and gentlemen. No
hmm
NAI softball Sunday. We got a lot Friday, Saturday. Carly, how's it going?
It's pretty good. Had a little 7-hour meeting
We love
today.
those.
So yeah, I'm ready to talk about anything other than work. So
All right, well, let's talk a little
get into it.
NAI softball. All right, so the new top 25 has come out the coaches poll, and um, Uh, yeah. Well, let's just get into it. Let's go through it real
Yeah.
quick. One through five: Southern Oregon, Oregon Tech, Science Arts, Cumberland's, Our Lady of the Lake. Finally, Olu gets the jump that they deserve. Thank God we finally recognize that. They're at five. I love it. I have no problems one through five. At least coming into today. Um, six through 10. Oklahoma City six, Northwestern is seven. A little surprised they did not drop it all after a couple of non-top 25 losses. Is what it is though. LSUA drops a couple of spots. Can't fault them too bad. They had a good win against Our Lady of the Lake, and then the Texas A&M San Antonio loss. George Gwinnett drops to nine. A little surprised by that one. Thought they would
hmm
stay, but it's whatever. Central Methodist drops to 10. Don't understand that one either, but that's fine. Whatever. Madonna says 11. Moving up, Indiana Wesleyan is 12. Eastern Oregon drops to 13. I thought we would see Eastern Oregon drop to the 15 to 17 range, but credit to them, they stay 13. And with that big date against Southern Oregon next week, they got to get through Bushnell first. We have a little bit of news to talk about on that front. Of course,
hmm
as we mentioned, Parsons not pitching against Carroll. We'll put a pin in that and get back to that later. They're followed by Marion, St. Thomas, and Southeastern as a Sun Conference guy. I am really disappointed those two teams did not jump up, especially St. Thomas. Now, I get it is a inflated 40-4 record, not a ton of great wins. Would it have been fair to put them ahead of Iwu and Marion? I don't know about that, but Iwu and Marion certainly have worse losses and more losses on their schedule than St. Thomas. But they have the head-to-head to St. Thomas. The Bobcats and the Fire square off in Miami Gardens this weekend. We'll talk about that preview. St. Xavier moves up a couple spots to 17. No problem there. Hope International at 18 and Missouri Baptist at 19. We can talk about that one if you want to, Carly. What do you think about Missouri Baptist dropping down? I know that they hadn't lost to Columbia mixed in there, but really dropping them from 15 to 19, I feel like that's a little harsh. And
Yeah.
we go back to that consistency thing we've had a real issue with the
hmm
Raiders this year.
Yeah. Felt like a little bit of a harsh punishment for a loss against a team that's got a pretty good record this year. I mean, not ranked, but still a solid record. I don't know. Felt 4 spots felt a little harsh.
Yeah, and they have quality wins mixed in. Outside of that, Middle Georgia State only moving up one spot is criminal. They're on a
Yo.
17 game winning streak. They just swept two receiving votes teams and number nine, Georgia Gwinnett. How you only move them up one spot? Like, if you're going to drop Missouri Baptist down four, you might as well drop them five. I don't see why I don't see any rationale why I'm sorry, Middle Georgia State should not be 17. I don't have a problem bumping St. Xavier up from 18, or I'm sorry, from 19 to 18 and then jumping Middle Georgia State to 17.
Mhm.
I don't like it. But whatever. Like now they're kind of sitting at that borderline when it's all said and done. Now, obviously, national office, they're going to make the big calls when it comes to who's seated where. But I don't know if I'm a two seed and I see a three seeded Middle Georgia State rolling up into my ballpark, I'm not too happy.
I'm scared.
Or not my ballpark, probably on the road, but whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can be a two seed host. You can be a three seed host. Crazier things have happened. Evangels 21, fine there. Midland 22. I don't know. I mean, like I said a couple weeks ago, I don't think Midland should be in the top 25, but they won nine straight, so they are 22. You can't move them. Fine. College of Idaho is 23. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting tired at this point, Carly, of even saying it, but
He's a
I
broken
don't,
record.
I'm a broken record. I don't get it. I really don't get the rationale but behind it. Another coaches poll comes out. Another time I think they drop out of the top 25. Another time they're in the top 25. I love the Yotes. Big fan. I almost, if it weren't for what we're going to talk about this team, I almost wore my College of Idaho shirt tonight, but I don't know. I just did not. I don't think they should be ranked above Rio Grande. I don't think they should be ranked above Kaiser. Yeah, Campbellsville drop out of the top 25, whatever. I don't know. I don't like it. I'll say this: if so, Kaiser beat Midland 8-4. Remember that.
Mm.
I think if Kaiser plays College of Idaho and Rio Grande puts Midland, I'd put a couple cases of Mountain Dew on a little two-team parlay between the Red Storm and the Red Sox, Red Storm and the Seahawks. Like, did I'm sorry, did Rio Grande taking 2 of 3 on the road to Cumberland's just everybody's
Over
mind?
everyone's head.
I mean, that just like we talked about it a month or so ago when it happened, but I felt like that just got swept under the rug. I'm like, yo, that's the number 4 team, and they took them 2 out of 3 on the road. Matty Ogden's a top 10 pitcher, whatever.
Yep.
Rank the Red Storm. Start the
Blood
hashtag.
pressure's going up.
Yeah, it's too early in the episode. It's gonna be a long episode, by the way. We got a lot to talk
Yeah,
about.
lock in, people.
Texarkana, number 24. Fine. I don't have a problem with that. Saw them this weekend. They played Olu, and I mean, it was Olu. They beat Texas A&M San Antonio. I don't have a problem with them being ranked. I think they're a good team. They've got a good record. And then the Grandview Vikings. Boy, let me tell you what, Carly. And we actually had somebody. Who was it? We got to give them a shout out. Who was it? Who called it? Who was it that called it? Somebody called it. We had
What?
somebody call it that they would be ranked. Somebody on,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I was having fun last night. By the way, that was me. Y'all were talking to last night. Um, I was having some fun last night with the what y'all who y'all thought the big movers were. I can't find it. Somebody someone said Grandview moves into the top 25, and I was like, that's a bold take. Because personally, I thought Rio Grande was going to be that team, or maybe Kaiser, whatever. Like I said, I thought 3 teams were dropping out. I thought Campbellsville, or I'm sorry, 2 teams were dropping out. Campbellsville, College of Idaho were going to drop out. Didn't happen. Whatever. I love the Yotes, by the way. I want to go to
yep.
Caldwell, Idaho at some point. I just don't think they're a top 25 team right now. Whatever. Opening round team, not a top 25 team right now. How many times have I said that this year, you think? Probably enough where
Wh-
they probably
Which
decide,
part?
College of Idaho, I don't think should be in the top. Probably enough where
I
I'm gonna
think
start. It, I'm.
it's probably almost weekly at this point.
It's not. It's not quite weekly, but it's definitely bi-weekly. And I'm like, I love College of Idaho. Like that is an
Yeah.
awesome athletic department. That Coach Al is an awesome coach. He's an awesome guy. They shouldn't be in the top 25. Whatever. I know I'm not the only one that's thinking that. Grandview, however, very glad they got recognized entering the top 25. And maybe we should have talked about this in the last episode, Carly, but we didn't know about it. We
We
didn't
didn't know about
understand.
it.
We looked at the stats. We saw what happened. We can't watch every single game, especially while I was literally watching another
But you know
game in
what we
person.
can watch?
We can watch TikToks
We can watch TikTok.
and we can make phone
Hmm.
calls. We also did that to
Hmm.
confirm the TikToks.
Yes.
Uh, Gosh, who was it? Now I forget.
Wasn't it Nevaeh Randall?
Is that? Yeah, that's who posted it. That's right. You're right. Okay. So if you don't know, you don't know the situation. Grandview's down 4-2, top of the 7th against Central Methodist. Steps to the plate, 3-run home run, goes up 5-4. Appeal is made. Videos out there. Carly, you want to pull up her TikTok? We can give her a little shout out real quick. That way
Yeah.
we can direct the people to that video. It is very obvious. I mean, clear as day. She touches
Yeah.
it like
Yeah.
that. She touches all the bases. And it's appealed. The field umpire says that it's not the case, and yeah, game's over. Now,
This video, by the way, has 211,000 views.
Well, you don't get the win, but at least you went viral. I don't. They do. You also got ranked, and you got two top 10 wins today that we're about to talk about.
Right,
So I
right.
mean, worst spots to be in. I definitely got to give Coach Lou a call in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carly, that situation happens, and let's not forget the something that I want to make sure we are driving home. Central Methodist is a very dangerous lineup. They easily could have put
Hmm.
up a two spot in the bottom of the seventh or a one spot and won in extra innings.
Right.
However, we don't know that. Nothing we can really do about it at this point. Obviously, Grandview has moved on because what does Grandview do as soon as they get ranked number 25? They solidify that. They probably solidify themselves as a 2 seed or at the very least a very, very high 3 seed and take two from Northwestern. We'll talk about that in a second. Carly mentioned it briefly. Georgia Gwinnett did know they had a couple of losses there to Middle Georgia. I feel like that should have canceled out with going on the road, getting 4 wins in California, including two
Hmm.
against a team ranked higher than Middle Georgia and Hope International. Should Georgia Gwinnett have dropped? Try not to think about today's result because obviously, and we'll talk
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong. Nine, I think is exactly where 9 or 10 is exactly where we have Georgia Gwinnett in our personal polls. I just didn't see the rationale in dropping them. Whatever.
No.
Hey, people change their minds, and with
And when
that,
you see other teams getting dropped 4 spots,
yeah.
I
Okay,
don't know.
Middle Georgia State. We already said they could have moved up. I think they could have been as high as 15 or 16. Whatever. Eastern Oregon only drops 2 spots. Here's how I feel about Eastern Oregon only dropping 2 spots. I am happy in the fact that they at least got some respect in the polls because they've been so drastically disrespected in the polls this year. Happy at that aspect. Surprised they didn't drop more just because what's been my big thing? Consistency, consistency, consistency. Not there. Now, I get Parsons did not pitch against Carroll. We all know that.
Hmm.
And um this has been a situation I have been monitoring. Hmm,
Hmm.
hmm, hmm,
Monitoring.
monitoring. I've been now. I'm not going to be able to say. Y'all know how. It has been a situation I have been keeping up with. I've been keeping close tabs on it. I want to thank Coach Christian in Eastern Oregon for keeping a very open line of communication. At this point, where Kylie Parsons and Eastern Oregon are are at, you know, uh, they put this the statement is she was injured last weekend. They wanted to give her a break to prepare for the next 6 weeks, and Parsons is good to go for the remainder of the NAIA softball season for them to go and do what they want to do and win a red banner. Carly, that is fantastic news for Eastern Oregon, the Cascade, and all of
Hmm.
NAIA softball because that's a really good lineup. They have some good, some pretty good pitching. That was a hell of a situation they were going into last week, and still they are sitting there at 13. They've got Southern Oregon coming up. Now they got to take care of it. They can't lose any to Bushnell because
No. No.
that messes things up. Let's say they win 4 against Bushnell. It opens the door for them to have a golden opportunity to in that last coaches poll get the nod in that top 10 because I mean
We're waiting for it.
yeah, I mean, now it's a tall task. You go, I mean, and I think personally they'll have to do more than just take two from Southern Oregon to jump them in the top 10. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. I've given up. But what I do know, you go and take three from Southern Oregon, and then you're not in the top 10. At that point, Coach Nicole Christian, you're coming on the podcast and we're having a chat. All right, Carly. Anything else is looking at the top 25 thoughts, comments, concerns? Are you ready to talk about this midweek recap? Because we boy,
No,
we got
we
some
got
good
some
ones.
juicy starts to the midweek.
Well, Carly, I watched pretty much every single pitch of this one. I missed the top of the first inning, but I caught the rest of it. Was thinking about going up there, but if we had some exit meetings, had some football stuff to deal with. Boring. Y'all want to talk about that. did get to watch it once again. Matt Mahoney, the Grizzly Digital Network. It's a great watch, folks. I mean, even if it is whoever Gwinnett's playing, it's fun. But when it's a top 10 showdown, and I want to mention something Mr. Mahoney brought up that I really liked. He says, credit to Cat Eilenberg and credit to Bailey Dillander for picking up the phone on a Saturday or Sunday, whenever this was thought up this weekend, I believe Sunday, saying, hey, I got a spot open. You got a spot open. Let's play some freaking softball and prepare ourselves for the postseason. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. There's a lot. Hey, like you said, the duck emojis going around in the coaches group. There's some ducking, diving. Maybe we don't want to play here. Maybe we're good. Maybe we want to back our. That ain't Coach Cat. That ain't Coach Dillander. They go at it, and it is postseason softball. And I tell you what, Carly, it's the best 1-2 duo in NAI softball. It might be the best 1-2 duo I've seen covering NAI softball. We know about Annalise. We're not here to talk about Annalise today. Kaylin James coming off a phenomenal week out in California. Ain't no jet lag for Miss James. 7 innings against one of the top 10 lineups in NAI softball. Any argument there, Carly? Or we still
No, no.
all right? We're still calling Cumberland's top 10 lineup. Good. We're on the same page. Top five, top 10. They're top 10.
It's
That's a
scratching the surface.
it's top 10. They're somewhere in there. Anyways, Kalen James goes out there, complete game, 3 hits given up, 0 walks, 10 strikeouts, some really good defense played behind her as well to get the other 11 outs on the afternoon. That was a masterpiece. Good movement, low in the zone, east, west, moving it around. It was really, really impressive. And you want to know how much confidence Coach Cat had in Kalen James today, Carly Fitzer? Matt Mahoney, he made an emphasis on it in, I think, the fifth, maybe fifth, sixth, and seventh, definitely the sixth and seventh inning. He says, and here's a report from the bullpen. That's it.
Nothing.
And he said it again. He's like, if you're looking for Annalise, she's down in the dugout banging on a bucket. She was not coming in a 1-0 ball game where Georgia Gwinnett all but secures a 1 seed and hosting. We'll find that out May 1st. It's about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, we're going to find out where those opening round sites are at, where we are going. And yeah, I mean, I don't, now obviously this does not hurt the University of the Cumberlands. This doesn't hurt the Patriots.
No.
This is huge for Georgia Gwinnett. It's huge for the confidence of Kaylin James and Sophie Sisk. Phenomenal year she's having. A great game. She goes 2 for 3, a triple. If it's not for Carly Oliver doing just an unreal throwing arm side diving play back towards second base to spear a line drive with 2 outs in the sixth. It's a 2-0 game after Sisk tripled to put herself 60 feet away to adding insurance run. Not that Kalen James needed it. Savannah Jenkins has become the pop that lineup needs, that clutch bat that the Grizz have needed. She goes 2 for 2. She had the RBI single in the fourth inning that was the difference maker. Would have loved for this to have been a double header. That way we could have and I mean, hey, hats off to Lindsay Shope, also a phenomenal performance from her in the circle, no doubt about it. Period. But as our good friend Matt Mahoney says, today the glory goes to the Grizzlies. Also, some glory going to who I'm wearing right here, Carly. Them
The
Grandview Vikings.
Vikes.
They were playing what I like to call EOS. And I'll ticked off. How about TOS? Ticked off softball. They played us some ticked off softball today, Carly Fitzer. They win game 1, number 7, Northwestern rolling in. And hey, by the way, tip of that cap to Shane Bowman and Lou Yasinich having this one on the schedule end of the year. You're in conference races. Grandview just got done playing Central Methodist. You know that's a big one. Northwestern's got Midland, which is our Marsh's matchup, and we'll get to our preview later. Coming in, Red Raiders coming in hot. It's Grandview. They make the first big punch. Gabriela Tabor 2 RBI single would give Grandview a 4-1 lead in the third inning. But Gwen Mickelson would have a 2-run shot in the fifth, followed by RBI knocks from Charlie Baumgars and Mickelson again in the sixth inning to give Northwestern a 5-4 lead. It'd be a however, for Grandview, it'd be a 5-run bottom of the sixth. How about this lineup making adjustments? How about this lineup being clutch? In 2 games today, the Grandview lineup in the bottom of the sixth inning, a 5 spot, highlighted by a 2 RBI triple from Sam Holbert and a 2 RBI double from Mackenzie Meister, would give Grandview this 9-5 lead in a combined effort in the circle. Samantha Holbert, the main source of offense, going 2 for 4 with the 3 RBIs. Tabor, Meister, the pair of RBIs as well. Yeah, game 2, we had to get recording eventually, but that game went final right at the bell, Carly. Before we had to at least get a finish for it. Let's talk about it, because this right here, folks, is, in my opinion, the best game that has been played in NAI softball this year. It's Grandview in the bottom of the first inning, adding onto their momentum. Carly, Olivia Harmon, a solo shot. Only her, that was her, I believe, it was her first or second home run of the season to get them going in the bottom of the first inning. They add another on a hit by pitch, and then they have Cooley step up. Cooley delivers, Reese Cooley delivers a 2 RBI single. Then we have Miracle, Kylie Miracle steps up, opens it up 5-1. But come on, y'all, we know Northwestern ain't
Yeah.
just gonna let you have it. They get one back in the fourth and put up a 4 spot in the fifth inning, and then answering immediately back. Which, by the way, credit to both pitchers, kind of able to slow it down a little bit. Grandview and Northwestern slows that game down a little bit after the way that ended, but the lineups in the fifth, sixth, and seventh, they had no problem getting going. Northwestern would tie it up in the bottom of the fifth, or top of the fifth inning. In the bottom of the fifth inning, it would be Reese Cooley again with an RBI single. Kylie Miracle would follow to make it 7-5, and then a big jack from Hayjack for the Red Raiders, a grand slam in the
Whew.
top of the sixth inning, would flip the script from down 2 to up 2. Then on to the bottom of the sixth inning. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Samantha Holbert have an absolute day. 2 RBI double ties the game up. Miracle have a day. Sack Fly would give them the lead in this sixth, and then it would be a Billings triple tying it up for Northwestern in the top of the seventh. But in the bottom of the seventh, Carly, have
A
a
day.
day. Miss Holbert, Samantha Holbert, a walk-off RBI double, capping off a 3 RBI day to match Cooley and Miracle. They provide 9 of the RBIs. Mackenzie Meister, Olivia Harmon, the other two. I mean, Olivia Harmon, 3 for 5, that solo shot. How big is that? Not a bad time to have one of your few home runs of the year.
Seriously. Yeah.
Dude, this is a 1 through 9 lineup. This is a terrifying team. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I am promising. And if I am wrong, I want it bookmarked. I want it. I want to be called out. I want to know. I promise we aren't going to have a World Series like we did last year. What I mean by that, we are not going to have, what was it? I believe 8 1 seeds and a couple of 2 seeds. It ain't happening. No shot. It's just there's going to be too many 2 and 3 seeds in the mix for it, Carly. But at the end of the day, phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. Congratulations, Grandview. let's stay in that part of the world, but let's go to what I feel. By the way, the way this heart is shaping up, I
Oh, it's
can't
going to be
wait.
crazy.
I can't
You're in
wait to
for a
get
good
out
one.
there. I'm in for a go. I don't. I think it's wide open because you don't think a little Grandview Central Methodist rematch would be a little fun with the Heart title on the line? Ooh. Let's talk about a
Ooh.
conference that's seriously heating up. KCAC. By the way, next episode on Monday when we come out, we'll do a full conference breakdown where we look at standings and everything. That'll be our theme for that one. Obviously, the top 25 reaction was it for this episode. We'll talk about the conference standings and everything. Carly, what we got with Avila and Oklahoma Wesleyan?
Yeah, Avila in a big one today sweeps Oklahoma Wesleyan. Game one was 3-0. It was scoreless until the fifth. Avila scored three. Uh, Pair of singles and a double would do it. Abby Beeman, 2 for 4, a run, a double, and an RBI. Stephanie Hayes, 1 for 4 with a run, a double, and an RBI. And then Michaela Cotton getting it done in the circle. She goes complete game, 6 hits, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So the Avila defense holding solid behind her. And she also goes 2 for 2 with an RBI. Game two was a real crazy one. It was 13-8, kind of just like Northwestern and Grandview. It wrapped up right before we got recording. So I've got the line score up here. It was 1-1 after the first. Avila would score 6 in the second to take a 7-1 lead. They'd add another in the fourth, 7 unearned runs before Oklahoma Wesleyan would score 4 in the bottom of the fifth. They would trade 3 runs apiece in the sixth, and then Avila would add 2 more in the seventh to win it 13-8. Beeman 3 for 3, Hayes 3 for 5, Douglas 3 for 4, and then group effort in the circle, but 2 really big wins for Avila there in the KCAC.
Yep, good stuff there. We'll kind of pick up the pace going through these. You got Faulkner Stillman. I'll
I
take the
do.
next one.
I
Yep.
sure do.
Let's roll through these midweek recaps. We got
Yeah,
holy what a
we got
weekend. We
we
got
got
a
a big weekend
weekend.
coming up.
We got a weekend.
So yeah, Faulkner sweeps Stillman. They take game one, 5-1. They grabbed the lead early. They scored 3 in the third, and then they would hold the remainder of the game. They out hit Stillman 10-5. Chloe Davidson 3 for 4 with a run, a double, and an RBI. Madeline Becker 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. And then Reese Patterson complete game, 5 hits, 1 earned run. She struck out 2 and only walked 1. Game two was 5-3. Again, Faulkner gained the lead early. They scored 3 in the first. They added a pair of runs in the second and the third. Stillman did try to make a late comeback. They scored 3 in the sixth, but just couldn't bring across anymore. Chloe Davidson again having a great day at the plate. 2 for 3, a run and an RBI. Addison Jarman was 2 for 3. Had herself a nice little triple with an RBI and a run scored. And then Haley O'Brien in the circle, complete game, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts.
Indiana Wesleyan, who moved up a couple of spots in the polls, and the big reason for that was taking a couple from Taylor. They win 10-6. I honestly don't know if that would have been factored in. Regardless, they proved they should have moved up, taking 2 from a very underrated, very solid Taylor Trojans team. They win in game one, 10-6. How about Morgan Yeater? Did she have any hits? No. Did she have 3 stolen bases? You betcha.
Sure does.
So did Abby Harvey, who did have a couple of hits. Briley Bilger, always a threat to leave the yard, and she did with a 2-run shot along with Leah May in their 10-6 win. In game two, it would be a 4-run inning for the Wildcats. RBI, excuse me, 2 RBI knock from Abby Harvey broke it open, and Melania Clemens had the at one of the other RBIs. She went 2 for 3 in the circle. It was Jordan Ball having a 4-hit performance where she struck out 8 and only walked 1. But Taylor would answer back, taking 2 from a red hot Huntington team.
They do, yeah. They take game one, 6-2. They scored first and they remained ahead the entirety of the game. They out hit Huntington 10-3. Did have a few miscues on the defense, but nonetheless, offense picked them up there. Livy Lehman was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 walks. Madison Stantridge was 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Delaney McReary with the solo shot to put them up 6-2. And then Claire Colin, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Game two, a little bit slower, 1-0. The 1 run was scored early in the bottom of the second, courtesy of a Claire Duncan single down the left field line. She would be 1 for 2 with the lone RBI of the game. And Mackenzie Noah getting it done in the circle. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts.
All right, and we got one more. I think you did the notes for that
Yep,
one. You'll go
yep.
ahead and
Reinhardt.
we'll roll on.
Yeah, Reinhardt with a couple dominant wins over Bree now. Game one was 9-2. They had 3 in the first and 4 in the second, and that would propel the Eagles to their first dominant win of the day. Ainsley Height had a phenomenal series, 2 for 4 in this one with 2 runs, a double, a home run, and 3 RBIs. Kyra Leitner, 3 for 4, a run, a double, a triple, and 3 RBIs. And then Ansley Pettit having a complete game, 4 hits, only 2 earned runs. She walked none and she struck out 10. Game two, Eagles bats stay hot. They take it 11-2 in 5 innings. They scored in every inning. They recorded 15 hits this game. Aaron Lee with a double and 2 RBIs. Ansley Height stays hot, double, 2 RBIs. Kyra Leitner was 2 for 2 with a triple and an RBI. And Taylor Haymans went 3 innings, allowed 7 hits, just 2 earned runs. She struck out 3 and only walked a pair.
Love it. All right, Carly. Before we get into our weekend preview, we got to talk about our friends. We have not talked about them yet. This episode, of course,
Yep.
we are talking about our friends Magna. Go to drinkmagna.com. That is drinkmagna.com. Put in code NAISB for your order. Magna is phenomenal. Yeah, it
Yep.
is the world's first triple magnesium electrolyte powder. We use it. We're big fans of the mint lemonade. They've got apple juice, watermelon lemonade, iced tea lemonade, several other flavors. Go to drinkmagna.com, code NAISP15, put in the 15%. Carly, let's get rolling though. Indiana, fourth, we're loaded now. Obviously, no game Sunday because it's Easter. But let's start it off. St. Francis was a team that was receiving votes. They take on an Indiana Wesleyan team, Carly, that has not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 players with an excuse me, 6 players with an OPS north of 1. How about that? Pretty solid,
Yep.
including Courtney Thomas and Morgan Yeater, who are both above the 500 mark in batting average. Yeater having an All-American year with 9 doubles, 6 triples, 39 RBIs. She's 28 for 29 on swiping bags. Briley Bilger's batting 419 on the year, leading the team with 12 home runs and 46 RBIs. Whitney Waddell batting 427, has 25 stolen bases on the year. Abby Harvey's 14 for 16 and batting 418 on the year. This is an elite lineup with elite speed, really good pitching, of course, anchored by Jordan Ball, who is 16-3 with a 2.18 ERA, but they will certainly have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, Savannah Nash is leading the way for St. Francis. She's hitting 397 on the year, 9 home runs, 9 doubles. She's got 29 RBIs, team high, and she's 12 of 14 on the stolen bases. Another player to watch out for at the plate is Olivia Ulam. She's hitting 345 on the year, not too far behind Nash with 21 RBIs. She's got 11 doubles, 4 home runs. Only 7 strikeouts on the year. And looking at the pitching side of things, they've got Allie Braley, who's got 106 innings under her belt. She struck out 52 this year. She with an ERA of 3.03. And then getting some work as well is Olivia Kolowitz, 75 and a third innings on the year with 26 strikeouts on her end.
Those games are at 3 and 5 Eastern time, at 3 and 5 Central time. We got a fun one for you in the heart of America. 2 teams that are looking for wins to get into opening round play. Benedictine, they are led by a phenomenal freshman bat in their lineup. Alma Garcia has got 10 doubles and 5 home runs on the year, batting 342. Their sophomore cat catcher Rhiannon Martin with 10 doubles to match hers and a team leading 8 home runs, along with Elena Vieja, a sophomore, with 9 doubles, a triple, and 7 home runs, has 29 RBIs on the year. Of course, if we're talking Benedictine, we have to go to the circle and the work our Fred Coach S is doing there. Bailey Selvich having an All-American kind of year. Carly in 138 innings. She has 148 strikeouts and a 1.67 ERA. Lily Singleton, the sophomore, has got 104 innings and a 2.09 ERA. Benedictine's got to get going to make the opening round. They need some solid wins here down the stretch. But man, you got to be excited if you're a Raven. Just talking about all that young talent to build around.
Yeah. And looking at Park, I mean, they got Hallie Maggie. She's got the team high 29 RBI. She's hitting 353 on the year. Has a nice little 10 doubles under her belt. Someone to worry about for the Ravens. Well, someone for the Ravens to worry about on the bases is Caroline Riffer. She's hitting 318 on the year, 11 RBIs, but 29 of 32 in stolen bases this year. And then Shelby Sanders, leading the second in the pack with 27 RBIs, hitting 389 on the year, 11 doubles, 3 jimmies. And looking at the pitching side of things for the Park Pirates, they are led by Hannah Vaught. She's got 80 and a third innings under her belt. She's 11-2 on the year, a 1.48 ERA, and a struck out 61. And then Lauren Fieni is having a great year as well. She's got 79 and 2/3, just south of a 3.0 ERA. She's 8-3 on the year and actually leads the way with 84 strikeouts.
At 2 and 4 Pacific time, we'll see if Carroll can knock off another giant after taking 2 or 3 from Eastern Oregon. They take on Oregon Tech, who I think a couple people had a little argument they could have been the number 1 team in the country, but we'll see. They have got another opportunity against Carroll. Kennedy Venner, she is really started to catch her stride in the circle here at the end of the year, just like last year, led them to a win in the conference tournament. She just eclipsed 100 strikeouts. Keena Thomas batting 388 on the year with 4 home runs, along with Morgan Sunshine batting 357 with 20 RBIs on the year for the Fighting Saints. But Carroll, they certainly have their work cut out for them going up against one of the best all-around teams in NAI softball, the Oregon Tech Owls.
Yeah, and starting with the pitching, I mean, Casey Schmidt, one of the top 10 pitchers in the country. She's got a 1.31 ERA on the year. She's 18, top 5. I wanted to play it safe. Some people
I,
have arguments for others.
I'd have read off her stats. Read off her stats real quick.
Uh, yeah, 1.31 ERA. She's 18-3 on the year. 139 innings pitched. She's got 153 strikeouts. Yeah.
Top
Opponents
five.
are hitting just one whopping 175 average against her. So yeah.
Top five.
Yeah. I'll give her that.
Top five.
Just kidding. She's got it. She's got it in the books.
Yeah.
Offensively, we know a lot about this offense. Nina Cook, 371 on the year, has 22 RBIs, 34 of 35 for stolen bases. Absolutely insane numbers there. Pakia Milbourne is hitting 356. She has the team high 38 RBIs, 7 doubles, 4 home runs, 8 of 8 on stolen bases. Um, and then not too far behind her is Addison Kachnik. She's got 32 RBIs, hitting 320 on the year, um, 12 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. This is a team that has a lot of people hitting above the 300 mark, maybe even more
Yeah.
than, maybe even a higher line than that. So very talented Oregon Tech Owls team this year.
Remember what I said last week about Grace Ross?
Yeah.
How I think like that's like postseason player. I got the same from Milburn. We'll see if that's right or not.
That was my pick start
Yeah,
of the season.
that's
That was my
right.
pick for Cascade Player of the Year.
That is correct. Um,
Hmm.
we need to revisit that and see how we did on that. But College of Idaho. This is prove me wrong weekend. This is for you to shove it. Hey, say, hey, podcast guy, look at that. Think we're not a top 25 team? Go take 2 or 3 from Southern Oregon right now. Go do it. Go do it. Go win the series, and I'll shut up. I will lead the next episode.
With an apology letter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I don't know what this narrative that's gotten started about Southern Oregon being overrated or whatever. That's just
That's crazy.
ridiculous. It's crazy. Like they lost a game to Corbin. Cool. I get it. That team's won 2 games this year. I get it. It's a bad loss. You know who else has bad losses? Everybody.
Yeah.
There is not a team in the country with that does not have a bad loss. There's not one. I can't say, why'd you lose to that team? You don't have nobody's got one this year. This is not like last year where you had Oklahoma City. You had Olu sitting here at the end of the year, like, oh my God, they don't have a bad loss on their schedule. It's not like it's just not the case. It's not happening. It is what it is. So stop it. Stop it. Okay. It's the number one team in the country. Period. College of Idaho. I got no argument for you anymore. You win. You got it. Take 2 or 3. But if you don't, I was right. We'll see. College of Idaho, the Yotes, Cameron Ham, phenomenal job on the social medias a couple weeks ago. She's batting .425, a perfect 20 for 20 on swiping bags this year. Ashlyn Nixon with an OPS north of 1, along with Madeline Powell. They've both provided some pop. Powell leading the team with 5 home runs and 30 RBIs. Am I missing something here? No. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Apologies. And then Ashlyn Nixon leading the team with 11 doubles, 2 home runs, 26 RBIs on the year. Abby Brooks, phenomenal in the circle this year, 91 innings pitched, 11-3 with an ERA right at 2. Grace Neer with a 3.2 ERA on the year. They're going to need a lot from Neer this weekend if they're going to go up against and take a couple from the undoubt. Like if there were betting odds in NAI softball, Ayla Davies would be like -500 to win NAI softball freshman of the year.
Oh yeah.
Harley, it's unreal.
She's crazy.
It might be the best freshman campaign I've seen.
Yeah. She's got a 0.8 ERA. She's in 157 innings pitched. She's 22-2. Has only given up 18 earned runs, and she's struck out 166. Opponents are hitting just 171 against her. I mean, come on.
And I get sometimes pitchers over the course of their career may get figured out. I'll be
Right.
shocked if that happens. Like, let's be honest. Good example. Kira Baker's had a phenomenal NAI softball career. It is not her freshman year was undoubtedly her best, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You look at Sophie Williams or Annalise Jarvis, who we started covering their sophomore years, and it's been tick, 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 tick. I think that's the route Davies is going to go. And again, I'm not throwing any shade at Kira Baker. She could shut you down in a heartbeat any given day. Not what I'm trying to say at all. And maybe Kira Baker was a bad example. It's just the first one that came to mind. That girl, she stays at Southern Oregon. That's going to be the pitcher of the year next year. That's my way too early 2026 take. She's going to be the NAI softball pitcher of the year.
Write that down.
Okay. Carly, let's you got some more. You
Yeah,
didn't talk
let's
about it a lot. My bad.
yeah, let's hit the offense here.
It's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
It's all right. They only got 2 people hitting under 300. So they're all right. They're led by Kaylor, yeah, Fulton.
Yeah.
It's the contacts are acting up again. She's hitting 448. Yeah, I'm squinty over here. 448. She's got 19 RBIs, but the real kicker for her is she is 31 of 32 on stolen bases. Sarah Curling is 18 of 20 on stolen bases. She's hitting a team high 488 on the year, has 28 RBIs. Ari Williams, team high 34 RBIs. She's hitting 321 on the year. And another person to watch out for on the base paths is Faith Moultrie hitting 429, 23 RBIs, five doubles, and is 21 of 23 on stolen bases. I mean, they're all right.
What's their stolen base total?
They are 119 of 126.
All right, so they're the best stolen base team in the
And
country.
opponents are just a slim 19 of 24.
Yeah, all right. Oh well, they got a pretty good catcher.
Yeah.
Piper Love's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Um, well, Carly, that is the best stolen base team in the country, but I'll tell you about the second best team, and it is the premier matchup in Sun Conference softball this weekend. Southeastern heading down to Miami Gardens to face St. Thomas. They are 102 for 107 as a team on swiping
Woo.
bags this year. Ella Brooks, 31 for 32. You got, let's see, Riley McKinney, 14 for 14. Chapel Cunningham, 34 for 37. Cunningham leading the way with a 3.99 average. Leah Gonzalez has a 1.179 OPS, 10 doubles, 8 home runs, leading the team in both of those categories, as well as 46 ribeye steaks put on the grill. Ella Brooks batting 393, right on Cunningham's heels for one of the best base stealers in the Sun Conference. Riley McKinney has added some nice power, batting 352, 9 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 home runs. This is going to be a phenomenal matchup. Two teams that feel massively disrespected, as they should. I mean, they have a combined record of quick math here 73 and 10 because Southeastern's 33 and 6, and I believe St. Thomas is 40 and 4.
Yep.
I know my Sun Conference.
On the head.
Boy, I know my Sun Conference teams. I mean, that's off the dome. But yeah, I mean, I think both teams are criminally underrated. I didn't go too crazy on it earlier because I had enough things to say, and I didn't want to get in my Mr. Sun Conference mode. When I get Mr. Sun Conference mode, it's gonna get bad. But hey, both teams, what an opportunity to solidify yourself as knocking on the door of a 1 seed. If anybody else slips up and take a big step to being the number 1 seed in Clearwater, where our great friend Mimi Maggard and Manny Burrows are going to be heading for the conference tournament. And that's a nice little announcement that we are going to make. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and make a couple announcements before you talk about St. Thomas. So I'm going to be at the Heart of America tournament. We're going to have Mimi and Manny at the Sun Conference tournament. This is how it worked. For them to kind of both be there. Carly's got more important things to do for conference tournament weekend. Kidding, obviously. But we're going to have those two conference tournaments for coverage. Opening round.
Then I'll be cooking.
We got something up our sleeves. Opening round. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there's a good chance half of the opening round sites have a member of NAISB or an NAISB representative there. I'll leave it at that. Carly, talk to me about the Bobcats and why this 40 and 4 team is not in the top 14.
Yeah, I mean to start, this team's got some power on their side in the at the plate. They got 37 home runs on the year. Caitlin Martinez leads the way with 9. She's hitting 382 on the year, and on top of that, she's got 13 doubles and 5 triples. Not too far behind her is Maya Achenbach hitting 357 with 8 jimmies on the year, 24 RBIs, 13 of 14 in the stolen bases category. And then Gabriella Gilbert is hitting 367 on the year, got 23 RBIs, 14 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs, if I didn't just say that. Can't remember if I just said that or not. It's been a long day.
Long episode.
Long episode, long day. We're getting there. Anna Toon in the circle. Phenomenal player. She's got a 1.15 ERA on the year, 133 and two-thirds innings pitched. She is 18 and 2 on the year. She's got one save under her belt. She has struck out 140 batters, has only walked 32, and opponents are hitting just 191 against her. And then another great pitcher behind her is Victoria Navarro, got a 1.96 ERA in 92 and two-thirds innings pitched. She struck out 55, and opponents are hitting just 194 against her, and she's got a 13 and 0 record on the year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a clash. If we didn't have Weber baseball set on yeah, I could maybe get down there Thursday night. Should I go down Thursday night?
Ooh.
That's a 3.5 hour drive. No, probably not.
Oh
But we'll
yeah.
see. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Never know.
Just for one. That game's at 6 o'clock Thursday. They play a doubleheader Friday at 12 and 2. College of Idaho and Southern Oregon, as well as Carroll and Oregon Tech, will finish up their Cascade Conference matchups at 11 and 1. For the Friday matchups, Carly, let's talk about the other two first. Then we'll take a short break, just for you and and then I can get Marsh set up for the Midland Northwestern pick. But we got a Peach State showdown. Hey, Georgia Gwinnett, congratulations on beating Cumberland's. However, you know how tricky those Georgia double headers can be. Happening against Middle Georgia State, taking two. Wouldn't be surprised. I'd be a little surprised, but watch out for the potential upset. The Thomas Nighthawks running into town. Ansley Eason batting 413 on the year. Annalise Bunsey batting 348. She's got 5 home runs and 12 doubles. Pitching wise, they've got three pitchers, Carly, north of 50 innings and have a sub 3 ERA. Darian Pippin has a 2.69 ERA in 57 innings. Sierra Usuri 2.56 with with 93 innings pitched, and Bailey Herrera in 101 and two-thirds innings has an ERA of 2.07. Going up against the Grizzlies, we've talked a pretty good bit about Georgia Gwinnett, but if you've got any crazy stats you want to roll out, go ahead. And by the way, that's at 2 and 4 Eastern time for that Peach State doubleheader.
I think the only thing that just caught my eye was I didn't realize how sneaky they were on the base paths. They're 115 of 128 on
Oh
stolen
wow.
bases.
Yeah, I knew they were
Right? I
fast.
wasn't
I didn't
aware
know
of
they were
that.
that fast. I knew like they're fast. I knew they were fast, but I thought like you would have put a gun to my head like, hey, who's got more solid bases, Southeastern or Georgia Gwinnett? I definitely would have said Southeastern.
Yeah.
Wow.
115 for the Grizzlies. Casey
Okay.
Beaver is 25 of 27. Morgan McQuagey, 17 of 18. Sarah Russell, 11 of 14. Sophie Sisk, 11 of 11.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Lindsay Owen, 17 of 21.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know about their 1-2 punch in the circle that I'm sure Thomas will see. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the team they just played today. Cumberland's they take on the Johnson Royals. If there was a player to win Freshman of the Year not named Ayla Davies, it would probably be Madison Thacker Wolf, having a phenomenal year with 36 RBIs and a 452 batting average. Sophomore Audrey Morehouse batting 400 as well for uh, Johnson. Um, okay, my computer is just completely frozen. Carly,
I'll take over.
yeah. Oh, I got one more. I got one more. There we go. All right. All right. Megan Armstrong, another freshman back, 381, 31 RBIs on the year for Johnson. And all right, there it goes again. All right, take over because there's plenty to talk about with the Pats.
Yeah, I'll start on the offensive side with probably my new Sarah Giles on the year would be Carly Oliver. If you all know, I was obsessed with Sarah Giles last year. Carly Oliver this year hitting 461. She's got 43 RBIs, 7 jimmies, 16 doubles, which is really up there. Um, and just an absolute monster at second base, an absolute wall. Amber Gaynor is hitting 398 on the year. She leads the team with stolen bases, 29 of 30, has 18 RBIs, 10 doubles. Bailey Turnbow, real dangerous as well, 347, 30 RBIs, 4 home runs, 7 doubles. Very, very talented offensive team. And turning to the circle, we got Lindsay Shope, who's got a 1.43 ERA. She is 16 and 3 on the year and 117 and a third innings pitch. She's got 49 strikeouts, and she's only walked 22. Opponents are hitting just 203 against her. And then getting some solid work as well as Jessica Cord. She's got 73 and a third, just a 2 ERA, and she struck out 37.
Oh, well,
Marshman.
it's time. All right. We're going to pause. Be right back for this guy's matchup, Northwestern Midland. All right, here we go. Marsh, so in the new format, you got the win last week. If you got a problem with that new format, by the way, of if it's a split, it goes to the game one decision, take it up with the reigning coach of the year, Bruce Lennington. If you want to argue with him, the big old ring he's got. Kidding. But here's how it's going to work. Northwestern and Midland got a doubleheader. Obviously, if one wins both, it is what it is. If it splits, it goes to easy, big fella. Easy. All right. Here we go. Y'all get it. Northwestern and Midland. Right hands Midland. Left hands Northwestern. Who's winning? He's got the Red Raiders.
All
He's got
right.
the Red Raiders. Put the hat on. Oh, he's got the Red Raider hat on. He said, "Sorry, Carly. They've been on a little bit of a losing streak or losing a little bit. He got to rock with the Raiders. He's rocking with the Raiders."
I'm disappointed.
Oh, you gonna take that? You gonna
Yeah.
take that?
Yeah.
You gonna take that? All right, Carly, talk to us about Northwestern while I get turned back around here.
Yeah. Let me get on in there. So Gwen Mickelson is phenomenal as well. 438. She's got 40 team high 48 RBIs. She has 8 home runs, 14 doubles, and a triple to her name. Ashton Billings is off to a great year as well. She's hit 328, 15 RBIs, 22 of 24 in the stolen bases category. And another person who is doing very well at that as well is Charlie Baumgar. She is 20 of 20. She's hitting 293 on the year. She's got 15 RBIs. And Tatum Schmalbeck has 29 RBIs. She is second behind Gwen Mickelson, hitting 269 on the year. And looking over at the pitching side, Kate Kralik has been getting a lot of the work in the circle this year. She's got 122 innings under her belt, 2.34 ERA. She is 18 and 4 on the year, and she has struck out 123 with opponents hitting just 250 against her.
Well, she's going to have her work cut out for her against the Midland Warriors. Carly, led by Reese Floro, with 13 doubles and 4 home runs on the year. Floro batting 455 does a good job getting that top half of the ball, drive it into the gap. We love to see it. Doesn't lead the team in doubles, though. That would be the junior Isabella Pagan having a phenomenal year. 14 doubles, 3 home runs, and a team leading
Izzy!
Izzy, shout out with 34 RBIs on the year. She is batting 382. Oh, also Flores got 16 stolen bases. Slide that one in there. Maddie Reiling batting 393 on the year for Coach Beth. Camden Barrientos, the senior, has 5 home runs, 12 doubles, and 33 RBIs, batting 388. In the circle for, excuse me, in the circle, Peyton Coolers led the way this year, senior, in 123 innings. It's gone 12 and 7 uh, uh, on the year. And oh, you're going to make me do math. You're going to make me do math for the ERA.
It's not up there?
No, it's not.
Is there extended pitching?
No, there's not. It'll make me do math here. All right, 123. Hold on, 45 earned runs and 123 Y'all are seeing what happens when you don't prepare correctly. But you know what? It is what it is. And you're also seeing I'm not too good at math. I'm I'm not.
Hey, that's what calculators are for.
You know what? She's pitched well this year. We're going to also have Campbell Petrick having a phenomenal year as well for Midland. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Marsh rocking with the Red Raiders, though. That is at 3 and 5 Central Time on Friday. Moving on to Saturday, already talked about Marion, but Carly, or I'm sorry, already talked about Indiana Wesleyan, but Carly talked to us about Marion, big time doubleheader there in the Crossroads at 1 and 3 Eastern on Saturday.
Oh no, I looked up Indiana Wesleyan.
Oh gosh, no worries.
The Marion Knights are led by Abby Hoffman, hitting 434 on the year. She's got 36 RBIs, is 19 of 20 in stolen bases. Lily Went is hitting 480. She's got 43 RBIs and 16 doubles up there with Carly Oliver. Grace May is hitting 400. Abby Madeir 412, 31 RBIs with 13 doubles. Just an absolute stacked team offensively. And looking at the pitching, they are led by the one and only Olivia Stunkel's got a 1.74 ERA. She is a perfect 18 and 0 on the year. She's got 108 and a third innings pitched. She struck out 123. Opponents are hitting just 194 against her. And Macy Cohen's been getting some good work in the circle as well. 84 innings, got a 3.0 ERA, 10 and 4 on the year. She struck out 40. Pretty solid 1-2 punch for the Marion Knights.
Yeah, they're going up against Indiana Wesleyan. If you saw my shocked face there on the YouTube, I got a little curious. So, Carly, you know about sorry about the excess noise. Marsh got a little itch. So Carly, you know how many uh ballots have been submitted for the
Mhm.
2025 NAISP All-Star Fan Vote, which by the way, if you haven't voted yet, you better
Get
go
in
get it
there.
in because you got till Wednesday at noon Central Time, and that's it. You get a solid week. But Carly, you know when we came into the episode, 104 ballots had been put in. How many ballots do you think are in right now?
168.
209.
Oh my God.
And so last year it was ridiculous. And last year it was a wild, wild west with the NAISB fan vote all-star. It was phenomenal content for us and it was exciting. But yeah,
Wow. Shout out to everyone getting those in.
yeah, getting them in. But now this one you have to put in your email. So if you make a bunch of email accounts, I can't stop you from doing it. But right now, just looking at it briefly, the couple of the top vote getters right now for Team West pitcher, it's Riley Warts, Ayla Davies, and Haley Primrose starting to kind of pull away a little bit. For Team East pitcher, Annalise Jarvis has got a slight lead on Jane Anderson, Emily Proctor right there, Jordan Ball's right there. Team West DP, Candace Magna from Friends. I tell you what, the Friends Falcons have gotten voting folks. Team West, Friends is getting there. Faith Moultrie up there, along with Hope Burke from Eastern Oregon. Team East DP, Grace Meyer from Marion, just talked about. Grace Avery from Middle Georgia State, Jessica Dunkel from Madonna. Team West catcher, right now it's another friend, Elena Montoya. And hey, that's the thing, folks. This ain't us. So when the graphics come out and
And
there's
you
the
got
All
all the
Stars
Friends Falcons on
and
the
it's
whole
all the
lineup.
friends. Like I don't wait. Hey,
Not my fault.
this is fan vote. This is for the fans. This is for the players. Get after it, have fun. But yeah, Montoya's leading. Maddie Baker is right behind her though. It's all these are within like a few votes. Um, Team East catcher, another Middle Georgia State, Kaylee Oliver, Madison Ming from Madonna, right on her tail. Team West outfield, Priscilla Mora, Friends, leading the vote count. Friends Falcons are getting after it. Caitlin Dunbar from LSUA right there. Tara Horner from Oklahoma City knocking on the door. Team East outfield, Middle Georgia State, like Middle Georgia State, Friends, Madonna, they're getting out and voting. Madison Cosgrove leading all of the Team East outfielders. Let's see who else is up there. Who else? Alyssa Gauthier from Madonna, right there. Ton of them. Abby Harvey from Indiana Wesleyan, right there. Let's see what we got here. Team West infield. Uh, where we at? Where we at? Tamara Lazoya, Friends, right there. Haley Fontenot, LSUA, right there. It's all close. I mean, they're all within like a few votes of one another. And like, by the way, you know how spread out it is? 209 votes. The leading vote getter has 49 votes. So it's very
Woo.
spread out. Who is that leading vote getter? It's actually a good question. I don't know. I can't click on it. It's Talia Romero from Weber International University. Here we go. Heck yeah, love it. Obviously got a good Weber following. So Weber Nation, Warrior Nation, getting it done. Vote, 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 vote. It'll be the top 4 pitchers from East and West, the top 2 DPs from East and West, top 2 catchers, top 4 outfielders, top 5 infielders. That's it. All right, Carly. Our Lady of the Lake. They can wrap up the Red River regular season title, but they've got their rivals, Texas A&M, San Antonio. By the way, I said it last episode. San Antonio, love that city.
Yeah.
Awesome, great city. I cannot wait to get back. Carly, we got to make sure we get you on a trip out there
I
eventually.
might never
But
come back.
hey.
I might accidentally stay there a year and play.
Oh, oh, we got her. We
Cut that
got her.
out. Don't let
We
Bruce
got
hear
her.
that.
Oh, I might call him. I might call him. It might be past his bedtime. I might call him. I might call him. I'm gonna call him.
Oh my God.
I'm calling him. Let's see. Let's see if he picks up. It might be past his bedtime. It might be past his bedtime. Let's see.
I don't blame the man.
Let's see if the
Yosemite Sam.
Hey, so we are recording. We're not live, but we are recording. But I wasn't sure if it was past your bedtime, but we were middle of recording and we're here talking about the Texas A&M San Antonio and Our Lady of the Lake games. And we're sitting here talking, and I say, Carly, we got to get you down to San Antonio at some point to check it out. And she says, "Who knows? I may just end up staying and playing another year." Do you have a message to her that you're okay with saying to everybody else right now?
Carly, listen, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. And all joking aside, we have a role for you. We're looking for a player just like that who we can plug in, and you can work the rest of your life. But when you have skills and abilities like Carly does, we want the game back. Come back here and get the game, and let us pursue championships together.
And Carly, I sent you the video of the chapel there
Yeah.
at Our Lady of the Lake. You go there. You're a part of the Saints family. Coach, you're gonna have me on staff being your recruiting coordinator before this is all said and done. But you go there. You can have your wedding there. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. Well, Coach. I'm just letting you know what she said. I'm just letting you know what she said. I appreciate you, boss.
I appreciate you big time. Thank you.
You have a good night.
Okay, buddy. See ya.
It sounds like you woke him up.
I may have. How about that? Yosemite Sam. That's a new nickname for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's great.
dude, he's the best. And I tell you,
If I was physically able to, it would be really fun to play for him. It would.
I don't know. He got one more in you. I mean, you
I
maybe
started dabbling in other things.
golf.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, Texas A&M, San Antonio, Kaylee Barlow on the year batting 375 for them. Samara Aguilera, she's got 12 doubles, 35 RBIs, batting 407. How about the freshman Christina Lorera with 19 stolen bases and a 305 batting average. Also, I mean, Kaylee Barlow with 38 of them stolen bases on the year. Not too shabby. They're going to look to score pretty good bit. Kaylee Barlow, who again just mentioned, I've seen a little bit of work in the circle, but it will be Ryan Lamont with 128 innings pitched, has a sub 3 ERA on the year. Obviously, the biggest fans of the Jaguars will be LSUA this weekend, taking on Louisiana Christian. But as it all stands right now, Olu's got a half game lead. And Carly, let's talk about those Fighting Saints led by the man, Bruce Lennington.
Yeah. Grace Ross having a great senior year. She's hitting 439. She leads the team with 45 RBIs, 9 home runs, 4 triples, and 13 doubles. Freshman Yesenia Perez is having a great year as well, hitting just under 400 at 395. She's got 33 RBIs, 11 doubles. And then Lily Roca, sophomore slump, never heard of her, hitting 358. She's got 35 RBIs. Same for Ava Hernandez, 342, 29 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. And looking over at the pitching side of things, Ava Hernandez again, 149 innings pitched. She is 19-3 on the year. She's got a 1.55 ERA, and she has struck out 124. And Anika Laterio, the junior, has 110 innings under her belt. She is 16-3 on the year with a 1.97 ERA, striking out 139. So deadly 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah, I mean, talked about Georgia Gwinnett's 1-2 punch. I feel like Olu's and USAOs are right there, nipping at their heels, and several others across the country. But moving on, got a big one in the North Star to wrap things up. Bellevue takes on the Jamestown Jimmies. Carly, you've been very high on Jamestown this year. They have a tall task, though, with Coach Semino, and Bellevue, led by phenomenal two-way player Katie Cunningham, the senior, in 108 innings pitched. Carly, she's got a 2.51 ERA on the year with 85 strikeouts. We'll also be seeing a couple sophomore pitchers, especially Ellie Zosha, who in 68 innings has 63 strikeouts with a 3.19 ERA. Mentioned Katie Cunningham in the circle in the batter's box. She's got 5 home runs, 32 RBIs, batting 397. But a freshman phenom, Caitlin Fisher, is batting 487 on the year with
That's crazy.
with 3 home runs, 3 triples, and 17 doubles on the year. How about that? Not too shabby.
That's up there.
Yeah, absolutely it is. But yeah, they've got those two leading the way in the lineup. But Jamestown, who will remember, I mean, they've got a couple of top 15 wins, including Madonna and Northwestern. So the Jamestown Jimmies. By the way, Texas A&M San Antonio and Olu are at 1-3 Central Time, or Eastern Time. 1-3 Eastern Time, 12-2 Central Time, and then Bellevue and Johnson are. Bellevue and Jamestown are at the same time, 12-2 Central Time. So let's talk about the Jimmies and send the folks into an Easter weekend.
Yeah, Trinity Gregg is hitting 418 on the year. She is 20 of 25 in stolen bases. She leads the team in that category. They are led by Maddie Spaeth, hitting 434 with a team high 47 RBIs, 12 doubles, 4 triples, and 2 home runs. She's 11 of 12 on stolen bases. And not too far behind her, Kayla Quintanilla is hitting 398 on the year. She is right behind her with 37 RBIs, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs. And looking at the pitching side of things, they're led by Hope Ransom. 102 innings under her belt this year. She's got 105 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 267 against her, and she is 8-5 on the year with a 2.93 ERA.
All right, that's a great episode. We're going to send you on into the weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you all. Be with your family. Eat some good food. Get you some black-eyed peas and turnips and just ham and turkey and, I mean, whatever you eat on Easter. Eggs, peeps, candy. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Easter.